Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Duskers. So, we're in the second galaxy, or the second system of this galaxy. And this episode we're gonna check out this fuel depot, and if there is enough time, we'll also check out this other fuel depot, which is a bit larger. Also named Preponderance, which is, they actually have names. It's the first time I noticed this. This one is called Nandi, this one is called Preponderance. I think before they were just called Fuel Depot and then a number. So that's an improvement. So let's jump in. I took the liberty of disarming the spare drones we got. So all the extra components are stored here. And because we got the probes, there's no real need to bring the sensors along, because the probes kind of fulfill the same function. And probes move, so that makes them even better. So let's board and see. Scanning, scrap found in room 2. Updating schematics, one type of enemy. Medium hull integrity, so there is going to be weird stuff again, if we're lucky. Or unlucky. If we're lucky, nothing happens. Let's hope for nothing, then it can only be worse. Or something like that. Yeah. Class C, Directive Royal Transport. Crew of 1, hold unknown. Let's see what's inside. So, as always, we begin. We take mouse, we check out what's out here. Airlock. Well, nice thing is of a small ship is that it's very small. Well, yeah, name implies that, right? But this means 2 rooms high, maybe 3 wide, just a rectangular shape of 6, something like that. So let's get her. Problem is that in small ships like this, if there are multiple power grids, it's sometimes pretty hard to make out what actually is where. So we navigate Twiki to room 3 as well. Because we only know about these 2 rooms that are safe, and the other rooms we have no clue about. So we need to use the motion sensor. And in this case, room 2 is actually not safe. Side. Room up here, nothing is moving. If nothing's moving, we can presume it to be safe. Also vent, and the power grid, and jump fuel. Until we have verified that there are no swarms, this is not always going to be safe. So now backing out, and we can use remote power on room 5, which powers up the rooms up here, and that also allows us to launch probes. Oh. We first need to let the probe out before closing the door. Okay, and then we move back in. Then the probe only has one way to go, through the door into room 4, after which we can close the door. And then we can open up door 8 and let the probe scout ahead. Close the door. Okay, so there's a power grid there, but we can just let the probe through. And actually, the scary thing followed the probes through, which means mouse can now check this out. And using the swerving motions here to see that there really is nothing here. I have been caught unaware by moving opponents before. Those nasty jumpers. And there's nothing really of worth here. Let's see, we navigate the mouse back to room 3. After which we can close the door, and then we can let both the probe and the scary bits out. Okay, close it so it will shut behind it, yes. Excellent, so whatever was scary is now locked in here. Problem is, if I open up this airlock, well, first of all I can't. because it's remotely powered. Actually, I can just have to unhook room 5, was it? Yes. Unpower that. We can say room 6. Well, radiation is flooding in 4. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm completely fine with that. I mean, we've been here. We've already cleared it out, so I don't really mind radiation flooding through. For now, let's open up door 11. Let the probe through. Let it open for a while. If something scary was in here, it's gonna trip up the motion sensor at some point. If not, we know there's something scary over here. And I don't really care about reclaiming this ship. So I'm perfectly fine with this. Okay, so the probe has moved up and down a couple times already. Still nothing on the motion sensor, so I'm presuming this to be safe. So let's be slightly less paranoid now. And just risk it, just go in. Hello, smiley face. And there's only a little bit of scrap, and room 4 is now completely flooded. Also, open up door 10, A1, we do an end, we send everybody back. I always forget what the gather is for the probe, and that's the pickup. So once the probe is in our hold, we can do a pickup 3, and then Tweaky will pick it up, and we got all the probes again. And then we can use exit to close up. So this was a very short, very quick, very efficient looting run. Motion sensor has deteriorated. That means we need to fix it. But we've only used it for 3 or 4 missions. That's gonna be very expensive to maintain. That's not very fun. I used it 5 times, so it's about 3% per mission. Still, that's gonna be pretty expensive to maintain in the long run. So upgrade, motion sensor, I really need it, so we fix it. On the other hand, I got 22 scraps. It's fine. That basically means that every mission I have to gather 2 bits of scrap to keep it operational. That seems reasonable. And then every once in a while need to add extra charges to it. Okay, well, it was a quick run, so that means we have a lot of time for a Class B fuel depot. And just to fill up the fuel tank even further. So let's jump, go in, and see what we can find. Accessing records, inconclusive scan, 1 infestation type again, medium exploration ship, had some scientists in here, and there are some logs, interesting. Communications, begin. James, have you been receiving my communications? Sent several to Lucy last week, but she says she didn't get any of them. Spoke to tech, and none are backed up in the server. I have no idea what's going on. Let me know ASAP if you get this. Otherwise, some static, not quite right. I wonder where they're going. Signed by Freight Runner. There's no annotations by Jill, so presumably there's nothing we can tie this to just yet. So let's begin and worry about the lore later. Also, every time I exit south, mouse gets stuck behind the drone in position 4. Mouse, you really need to get your wheels looked at, man. Okay, very small room. Oh, the face. We have defenses. Nope, defenses in range. Upside is though, we actually found a room that we can close off on multiple sides. Also, this is probably going to be slightly larger, so let's scroll down a little bit. So we send mouse back to room 2, and we send Tweaky. Also, actually, there's no. Yeah, let's send Tweaky also to room 2. Have the entire crew there. Well, with the exception of Tim. Tim is on rescue duty. So launch a probe. Close the door behind the probe. Yeah, port probe. So for now I'm thinking to just explore the bits that actually have power before venturing too far out. Also launch a motion sensor. Okay, we close the door behind us. Hey, we know this one to be clear. Yep. So let's do a scan first with the probe. Just, yes, go scan. Nothing too scary, okay. Open up door 17, close it once again. Basically I give the monsters very little time to move between rooms this way. And then hopefully it will just stay the way it is. And mouse, go risk some lives. I mean, go explore some rooms. I mean, it's only one type of monster, still don't know what kind of monster it is. Well, at least there's an interface, yes. There's no defenses on the entire grid, of course, so there's no point in using defenses here. Okay. Let's see, I have no idea what's up there, but I can send mouse back. Close the door, open up door 17. Give the probe some time to walk back and then back again. And if there hasn't been anything in here, then I'm declaring room 3 to be at least not overly suspicious. Going back. And there again. Okay. And that's not, of course, then a jumper shows their face. So, looks like it's clear. So we gather a bit of fuel that's in here, and after that we double check the interface. To the best of my knowledge, every power grid shares the same level of access to interface modules. So in this case there's only defenses, no ship scan, no survey, so that's just the ship doesn't have those capabilities. Okay, open up door 37, just do some scouting. We don't actually have any sights on it, but at least this way we can map out the ship. And there's a gun, that's always good to know. Close the door again behind us. Okay, something might have followed it there. Open up door 20. The 20. I should learn to type. Also open up door 14 to get mouse back here. Okay, so now we can go back there, close door 20, open up door 17, get this drone back over there. See if something scary follows. Or not. Okay, now we open up door 16. So then we have room door 28 there as the last one that we can play with. That's a big one with an open door. So that's something that we can just scout for free. But from the looks of it, this is almost a class C ship. This is not even a B. This is pretty darn large. Okay, there's a terminal here. Okay, so we can actually apply some remote power here to room 9. That allows us to control room 11. Also, nothing scary has walked up here, so could it be that this is entirely clear? One could hope, right? Okay, opening, closing the door. Okay, my plan was to close it. Let's close door 28, then the probe will stay where it is, then we can send it to 27. I'm getting more and more mixed feelings about the stealth of the probes. I mean, it's really nice that you don't lose them if they just wander into a room that contains a monster, because way too many rooms contain monsters. On the other hand, now they can wander into rooms with monsters and you have no way to know. Oh well. So there doesn't seem to be anything worth looting in here. Because in the end, I'm all about looting. don't really need to see a room if there's no loot there. Okay, so close the door behind us again. Open up door 30 and door 19. So far there's a little bit of scrap over there. There's some scrap there and there's fuel there. But for the rest of the ship it's just empty. Nothing of worth actually in there. Ooh, remote power. That means we can move on. Oh, let's close door 30. Remote. Let's see, where were we powering? Room 9? Yes. Unpower that. Remote room 13. And then we can open up door 22. Scouting with probes, it's and remote power. It's almost exploitatively easy. Ooh, drone there. So once you're back in the corridor, actually closing the door, and then we open up door 25. Just pass you through there, like so. We have no way to power that. Actually we do, yes. So close it, close room 13, then we can do a remote power on room 8. And then we can scout the last bits. Open up D40 and then D39. And then that's the last room that we need to scout. Also, I'm gonna hook up mouse to an interface. And turn on the defenses. Because the nice thing is, power grids don't have to be connected. As long as a power grid is enabled, whatever is the guns in it can be enabled at a distance. So in this case these guns are now enabled and there is nothing in there. So conclusion to draw from that, there's actually nothing scary in there. It's almost like I'm jumping to conclusions. Okay, so roommate. If there was something scary in there, it would basically have been shredded by the guns. So far, so good. I've been in here. This was also clear. Last time I checked. Open up door 37. That's also gonna go straight in here. I mean, if something actually followed me from one of the rooms, then it's gonna get shredded again. Same thing. Door 40. We can also open up. If there's something in here, it's gonna get shredded by the gun. And give them a little bit of time to move about. And otherwise we have a pretty large section of the ship that's clear. It's almost too clear. I mean, I haven't actually encountered anything dangerous so far, have I? No, I haven't. I haven't shot anything, haven't airlocked anything, haven't locked anything. Okay. Close all the doors. Then let's flag all the rooms that I have basically exposed to guns. That's quite a lot. Okay, mouse, time to be a hero. Very brave hero. Brave like a mouse. Okay. So this one has a vent. That's actually it's the first one I wanna scout through. So it is the most relevant. And the guns are still hot. I have to remember, guns are hot. Why don't I like these vents? there's only power here. Okay, then afterwards we do an interface. Also, close the door behind me, interface. Disable defenses, yes. Okay. Door 39. The thing is, I still don't know what kind of enemies are in here. If there's even enemies in here. That would be hilarious if there were no enemies in here. Scouting, all very, very cautiously. And then just nothing. Okay. Let's see. Door 38, navigate, mouse to room 8. Actually, I don't really feel comfortable staying in room 8 after all. So once the probe is out, I'm closing up. I've already lost a drone once, or at least I got a damaged drone and then I had to rescue them. Because there was a vent in the same room. I'm trying to avoid that. So that's it, re-enable defenses. Close door 40, door 38, yeah, we open up door 36. I mean, this has a drone in there, so chances are there is something scary in here. Just because there's a damaged drone in here, something has to have damaged the drone, right? Well, seems like. There's nothing scary in here after all. Might have actually just crossed with the probe into this room. So let's close door 36, yes, and then we open up door 34. Just clear this one out, then we can go in there and there. Also flag room 40. Give this a little bit of time to go up and down. Probably time to move my motion sensor over at some point. It's really not fulfilling any function anymore. Okay, I'm declaring room 12 to be clear as well. We shut down the defenses. That one. Oh. Okay, mouse. Tap to become a hero again. Guns are out. Okay, that's a disabled drone. Okay, so it was a leaper after all. Joy. I wonder how the turret is gonna deal with leapers. Okay, let's see. So mouse was the only one in the interface. Guns are out. And there's no one actually there who can re-enable the guns. Okay, that seems like a brilliant setup. On the other hand, if there's only one type of monster, we know it's not going to be flies, so the vents are safe. That's a good thing. So unflagging and unflagging, because this is now a dangerous area. There is a monster here and we know about it. What can we do about it? Well, we have turrets. We have a turret. And of course, there's radiation flooding into the room that I wanted to loot from. Excellent. Okay, let's set up an ambush with Tim. Just gonna see if it works. So Tim is in the ship, which we can just open up the door. Then let's run out, go there. Okay, turret is hot, which means I can now just open up door 37 and wait for the enemy. So room 14 has been flooded. I think I shot it. There's just completely no feedback here about things getting shot. I think that's a missing feature still. But luckily I was watching and I see now that there is a corpse here, which means we can actually move again. And we can attach a toe to mouse and drag that poor sword out of there. Back to base with you. This is gonna be the first full fix up of mouse of probably a lot. Let's see. What happened there? Lost a video signal on Sarah. Poor Sarah has gone blind. Don't worry though, she'll be back. Okay, interface, that's useful. Turret is a specialist thing, so let's just keep it. Basically just swap things around, turn Tim into a mouse without the speed bonus. Okay. Okay. Well, this room has been scouted already. So I was planning on rescuing Matt. The thing is, I'm not really. It's been radiation flooded, so that's pretty high risk to do it now. That means there's a bit of scrap over there, there's a bit of scrap over here. And that's all there is to it. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, I can probably just send Twiki out. What if Twiki grabbed the gun? We set Twiki in front of a door. Then we have something that can actually shoot at monsters. Asteroids. That's gonna be in room 4, room 6, room 9 and room 5 in 3 minutes. Okay, so that's very much not good. Let's retreat everybody back to the ship. Once the probe is in the ship, we pick it up as well. Okay. And we start our motion sensor. We just redock in another place. You got 3 minutes. There's a 50-50 odds of actually landing here. Okay, so the trick of running a motion sensor doesn't actually work. Not anymore. Also, let's Sarah gets to pick up the gun. That means you need to loot from mouse. So we swap. We pick up a turret. Sarah, turret, go. That leaves Twiki is running a patrol. That means Tim is now going to be our hero. Let's open up A9. Okay. And then quickly back in. Okay, so we can dock up on 8 to go to the final room, pick up that bit of scrap. And then we are ready. Again, this one feels like it's clear. 1 minute remaining, that's good. Turret actually stays enabled, that's good. open up a door. The thing is with these leapers, you can spot them at the edge of your vision. If you are aware that they are there, you can spot them in advance. Okay, and I think that concludes our looting party. So let's exit before the asteroid hits. Yeah, but this is in a flooded room, so we actually can't get it. So exit again. It's good that the game reminds you that there are drones left behind and that you have to confirm. This is going to be expensive. How many scrap did we get? We got 4. So we got 2 jump fuel. That makes it worthwhile. We got 4 bits of scrap. That will go all into repairing mouse. The probe and the tow are now both about to break down. Yeah, this is going to be fun. So let's have a quick look. Mouse, you need a full repair. Let's execute that. Everybody else is still happy. Upgrades, well, we have 2 toes, right? Yep, so we can just not use 1. In terms of probes, we don't have the scrap to repair it. That means we have to risk it now. Modifications. No, actually, drone config. So you have a healthy tow. Yep. So gather an interface. We will now put back on mouse. And then setup wise, we're pretty much back to where we started, right? Well, we have an emergency tow. Fun if the emergency tow tends to ends up breaking, but sure. Let's go with this. So for next mission, which is most likely going to be this one. Oh, that's a Stargate. Well, next mission we'll see what we do, but that's we'll start risking our probes. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.